أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome to our daily proceeding. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
In Muslim prayers and honorable joiner to lead us in Christian prayers.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين من شر النساء ومن شر الشياطين اللهم صل على سيدنا ما سبق الناس بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم ما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. O God, today, asking for mercy. Forgive our misdeeds. We commit our harassment from our midst. Enable us to be steadfast in our task. As we continue to serve you with sincerity of heart, today and forevermore.
Good morning, Mr. Whitney. I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand to proceed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Jane. You're welcome back.
Thank you. Yes, Council?
We have some vouchers for the show. You have some documents you want to tender?
Yes.
But before that, let me just show you this. It is in relation to Lankaramo Suare. Those vouchers.
Okay.
And you may
this particular voucher 2022 and PV 22-0090. 21st January 2022.
please move.
Three PV numbers. Can I read them all?
The voucher number and the date.
The voucher number, PV number 0192/2000. The second PV 220-0045.
Very well. The next one.
The third,
proceed.
This one, two voucher numbers. So the system generated one is 35/2022. Those in ink, PV 22-0. May I repeat?
Yes.
KMC PV 22. On the last one,
Yes.
the first one is 0247/2022. That's 0260. And the last, KMC PV 2200.
We apply to tender the following by the Carnegie Municipal Council. As at the time, the witness was the CEO. Dated the 21st of January 2022 with PV number 0097/2022. The amount is $140,000. PV 0192/2022 and PV 22. We have voucher number PV voucher number 0235/2022 and PV 22-02/2022, and also another number PV 22.
The following 4 vouchers are admitted. A payment voucher dated the 2nd of February 20. Another PV number which is 0192. A payment voucher dated the 16th of March. With PV number PV 22-25/2022 of February 2022 with 0260. The second PV 22. These 4 payment vouchers are admitted in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as.
Janet, what was the arrangement with Lankara Musware and Sons in relation to the contracts that were awarded to him or his business?
been any special arrangement between council services or good supply, whatever, for council.
Yes. What do you mean by that?
I to relevant department. They satisfy that, all right. So most of those cleaning or any other services that required procurement, then is normally central procurement.
Of the contracts committee in relation to these awards given to Lankara Maswara?
Are not discussed at the contracts committee.
Why is that?
Normally, it is the most of say for certain specifically. Till if I go through the
What do you mean
payment.
when you say it depends on the that the contracts committee doesn't have to discuss, and there are some that they have to discuss based on the threshold? And more importantly, it has to be sanctioned by the approved by the.
Well, if services are given a proper or appropriate guidelines with regard to.
No, that's not correct. You are to advise. You are the head of. Double as is it the chairman of the contracts committee?
Yes.
Yes. So you are met. Not to say that you would want to assume that they would have done their job. With these two PV numbers, it is the (011) voucher number 0097 /2022, and again you have voucher number PV 220090 that you have. What procurement method was used? Or for instance, let's just start with the
shovel loader and
Yes.
2 trucks. For dump clearing,
yes,
at illegal dumps.
yes. Now, how many or
In
what?
this case, I think RFQ requested.
No, don't think. Be sure.
No,
You have the voucher with
yes.
you.
Charge.
What is RFQ?
Request for quotations. We have 3 quotations attached.
And these quotations are?
The other one from ESSI Kundatu, amounted to 160,000.
Decide who among these two would have been the winner?
Recall, except if I refer
If
to
it
the
happens to you,
minutes.
there will be.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If I cannot recall,
There
then
are no
I
minutes.
go through 20 minutes.
There are no minutes.
A series of contract sittings were made.
So now, why, on what basis was Lankara Maswara awarded this contract out of the 3?
Bidder,
What is most responsive to you?
one, you look at the price.
The price?
Yes, it's the lowest. To the quality of service or the
How do you
and
know?
this can be known through the provider, depending on the previous services he rendered to the institution.
So,
Suppliers have been got the list of procurement unit.
yes,
All right, they have a list of potential suppliers.
yes.
And in the case of Lansware has been with council for no, not necessarily, but during these 20 years or so, engagement with council, he must have now won the confidence.
No. You happened as the CEO. You tell us the facts. What if you were satisfied with his work? You tell us. Go ahead.
For example, in the case of, can I say this to the commission? With the services.
Yes.
When I start receiving, all right, but then what I put to them was.
You don't remember what?
I said, I cannot exactly remember. When I first received the dump clearance request, I put to the service department was there should be a very comprehensive the service the committee was constituted, or which of course comprised of service, mainly service department personnel, NEA, we went, because I even took part in that exercise, we went on a field exercise, visited, and each ward, when the team reaches there, it with the councillor to take them down.
What are you trying to say?
Pardon? As a result of that comprehensive assessment or site visit of the entire municipality, identified some of the potential environmental prune areas, including dumps, illegal dump sites.
Yes.
So that this report is a comprehensive field visit. I told them now, this service, you have a guide now.
Yes.
Was when you said all right, they should use that comprehensive report as a guide.
Yeah.
Right? Or if so, was it cleared before or not? So I want to present to the commission.
Please do. We will request that you provide the report.
Good. So, if you can see, Lansware is giving a lot of contract as the payments can show.
We want to discuss the legality.
Yes.
Not that Lankamusware is not deserving of being given a contract. Video will determine whether you had followed the law or not. Now, RFQ was used in that voucher where requests were sent to 3 sent in their quotations.
This payment document is bulky. To be honest with you, not cited.
It's not.
It's not normally not cited. I mean, I didn't take notice of.
You have the voucher.
Yes.
If requests were sent, you will see it there in the voucher.
Guide me, because in this form where
you'll also find it in the financial manual page. Rules and regulations. Section 606 is procedures for request for quotation. The request shall contain the following: a clear statement and time of delivery, as well as any other special requirements, and shall be
here.
Now, what were you requesting from each of these? How many one-on-ones do you have?
We have one.
Just one. It should be three. Three bidders.
They are not here.
Why is that?
Definite reasons. I think they by procurement, they fill only one form. So
Yes.
if
And being a chairman of the contracts committee as well. That is what your answers are. Committee shall be established in every council supported by a specialized procurement. A council is responsible, and accounting officer and other officials concerned are accountable. Go to the next page, where you have the general functions of a contracts committee. Include a verification of the invitation to bid and the bidding document. You have to verify and examine and decide. B, approve. You make the approvals. You compare and contrast and decide who you say is the most responsive and why in accordance with regulations. D, conducting the opening of bids and selecting the winning bid subject to the paragraph F. And F, submitting the recommendation to the official designated in the regulation. So you see, that's the role. You sit here and say that the procurement unit, don't divert the attention.
what I'm saying in reality, the authority is been surrendered to the procurement department.
No, not true. Not true.
With expertise.
Not true.
So they could have given
Subsection 6,
give a
award decisions subject to such decisions being subsequently and recorded in the minutes of the contracts committee.
Yes, yes.
So if you had delegation, then you would have had all these records intact. The minutes you have that.
No, I agree. Those are not taking place.
So there was no delegation of duty. The law is the practice. This is practice. What you're supposed to do.
No, what I mean in practice here, on behalf of the procurement,
no, I'll tell you what they said, but what you are saying is not correct. That all councils' purchase of goods, works, and services shall comply local government procurement procedures should be done strictly in accordance with the Public Procurement Act.
Those provisions, but
Is
what
that
I'm saying,
particular voucher properly raised? For that part is unlawful. You agree?
I agree.
Now, let's put it. Yes, so you pick one and we discuss quickly and we move to the other.
Number reads 0222-20.
What was the payment for?
Being payment for the dislodging of Sockaway at RFQ
And the three bidders?
Enterprise.
Do you have
Under ESS
to provide their quotations? Only 1 cent.
only 1 cent, yes. just as the case of the previous one we discussed.
Yes, on there was an evaluation of bids.
No.
Is that
No.
the payment is unlawful?
Yes, I agree.
Move to the next one. Tell us the voucher numbers.
PV 0235/2022.
Payment for?
Being cost of material facilitate the fixing of flags from Denton Bridge to Abuko.
Do you have what method was used? To the three bidders?
Yes. Lance Karamo Suare 1.
Yes.
Isi Kunda 2.
Yes.
Price 3.
Did you evaluate as a contract committee these three bids to see who is the most responsible? Yes, yes, you may.
Say something.
Yes.
In some cases, reps, the services rep as well as the procurement
Yes.
would jointly sit and
They do it single-handedly. The witness, Farmara Saho, she was the procurement manager.
yes,
She said most of these contracts to Lankaramo Suarez were all single-sourced.
yes,
And that is only going to be a fact because you yourself confirm.
yes, I said so,
And so it
and
makes
I maintain that.
You maintain that, and what she had been saying, or what she said, that these documents you have as RFQs, documents, there for formality. That Lankaramo Suarez had been the one who was been single-sourced all these, and that's a fact.
Yes, I will not dispute it, but I want council, if Lance Karamo Suarez service delivery approval or whatever, they would have divorced by him earlier.
No one, the quality of delivery of service. That is not the issue here. You and I know that the reason why is because you don't have one Lankaramo Suarez in this country. What I mean, you don't have one individual who is. There has to be a competitive bidding. There must be a free market. Is that not the case?
Yes, I truly agree.
And one thing what's important is you're going to achieve value for money. Yes?
Yes.
What is value for money?
Value. The price will be lower. All right. Irrespective of the price can be lowered, but the quality of
you will have a good price that is of market value, and you will have quality. And the
in my interactions with you, Lance, not at personal level, but normally, most of the times, these activities are pre-financed. Why I said so? He came to my office requesting for payment. I said, for what? is for council.
Yes.
Almost a month or 2 or 3. I said, fine. Not 1, not 2, and 2, 3 eyes. I said, fine. I engaged we have payments, number of payments.
Yes.
All right. So one, this shows that you do pre-finance. 2 of council revenue.
Yes.
All right. And some of these activities.
Yes.
All right. Some they will come at a time where
emergency, as a matter of emergency. That's not true.
I don't know whether it's the baobab, the baobab tree that fell at Bakote. Yes.
And
all right.
And
so that's for both pedestrians and vehicles.
Obstruction.
All right. And the council of concern.
Mr. Jani, you understand that? And what is as a matter of emergency cannot be determined by.
Okay.
You understand that? So not everything that is probably urgent is. It may be true.
Can I give you another example? The Soccerway that was trained at the council.
Yes.
I think the whole area overflowed.
Yes.
You cannot even, in fact, train their offices.
Yes.
All right. So in that case, as an emergency, because it needs immediate intervention to address the issue.
After that, have you prepared a report to show in a special manner because of the emergency situation?
No report was generated.
So how would we
Yes.
take you that? Have you done that? You haven't done that. So you cannot sit here and justify that the details, the grounds for choosing single sourcing or opting for single sourcing reports to GPA is in a given situation. Correct?
Yes. I think
Correct?
Yes.
Have you
I
done that?
agree.
Have you done that?
We've been,
Now,
but we do submit monthly reports.
Let's go back to this voucher.
I said no initially.
Okay, let's move to the next one.
Sorry. Jane, are
Yes,
you aware that I could see from that voucher, particularly the ones you have highlighted to be for emergency, has provided for expenses when it's emergency. The provisions under the financial manual in expending money Lankaramo Suare. Because should you request from 3 other services?
I call it an oversight. When it comes to request,
that you tried to comply with the rule when the financial manual is telling you something different. Emergency situations.
Yes, this is why I said, in respect of financial manual, we did not follow.
Yes, the next one.
System generated. We have 2, 3 other and I sought the permission of the to give me time to make some findings, which I did. As a result of a particular payment having more than one
yes.
occurred as a result of system being backlogged this, all right, and input it. So when the two payment vouchers find out, I realized that the PV numbers are not those generated by the system.
How did you verify that?
Through the system.
The actual numbers that were printed in.
Not appear finally.
So if they do not appear in the system, it means was down. How was it possible they could have printed that?
I think in that case, whatever technicalities involved, the finance director can better explain that.
So you. Were you convinced?
Huh?
Were you convinced?
My limited but knowledge.
The CEO does not have limited knowledge.
Yes.
The CEO cannot be said to have limited knowledge. So that's why what you said says you are the chief accounting officer.
In respect of this thing, because I did my findings and I was giving
with a PV number, but the system is still down. Work with the system, but it's generated.
Yes.
But we'll see who was the finance department at the time as well, and also take up this issue. So yes.
3882, the second PV number, 12-6633.
Yes.
And the third KMC PV 26,000.
What was it for?
Being cost of in the market.
Roof cover.
Huh?
Roof cover. Does Lankara Mosware do business of this kind?
Enterprise. This one is
Scope Enterprise.
Yes, this one is Scope.
Can you just put the Scope Enterprise about just cyber? Let's deal with Lankara Mosware first until we exhaust Lankara.
Picking them as they are arranged. So
Yes. What is the number?
PV number.
Description.
Because of clearing of an illegal dump at
Yes.
Bakote,
How much? What method was used? RFQ. Yes.
Pino General Merchandise.
Yes. The third one?
Lander.
They were all sent the Form 101, the request for quotation form. Were they all sent the request for
Yes,
quotation
that's
form?
what I'm checking.
Only one.
Yes,
Sent to?
to Lankaramuswar.
Lankaramuswar. Please raise your voice.
Lankaramuswar.
And no request sent to the others.
-0184, and the third KMC PV
4.
for hiring of a shovel loader for the clearing of illegal dump in Kanifing site.
How many bidders? What method?
Pardon?
How many bidders?
Three.
Were they all sent requests?
Seen only one. Only one.
One sent to?
Sent to Lankaramuswari.
Is that proper? Was it supposed to be to your knowledge as CEO and head of the contracts committee? Was it supposed to be within your knowledge as CEO or head of the contracts?
It should be to my knowledge.
It was supposed to be?
Yeah, it's supposed to be to my knowledge.
Yes. So if Suare was more or less acting like an agent for all the contracts, because when you deal with agents, that's what happened. As that you give him money to buy paint, he goes and buy paint from someone else. Goes to the person who has shovel loader and pays that person.
Can at my end,
Yes.
like I said previously, the will go and assess the place to ascertain.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
The potential bidder might be.
Yes.
All right. Report
Yes.
that well, the situation is as a certificate of completion or that well the job is executed to the letter.
Mr. Muswari, for all this, that's not correct. That was not done.
To the
In most cases, it was not done.
Yeah.
Do you agree? In most cases.
But maybe they didn't attach to the where it is not done, where evidence is to the body. That's always the case.
That is the way.
At the side of services or
Let me remind you again.
Yeah.
Again, instance, it talks about Contracts Committee, section 73, and you have 74, the commission of the Contracts Committee. The commission of the Contracts Committee shall be in accordance with section 74. Other officials concerned are accountable for compliance with the Act and regulation. The accounting officer, that's you, correct?
Yes.
Or the head of the procurement organization. There is no designated accounting officer shall appoint the head of the procurement committee. A contracts committee meets to specialize procurement unit authority to make contract awards decisions subject to such decisions being said this wasn't done.
Yes. Can I say, with all these provisions, Yes, guidance.
I don't understand what you mean by not being interacted.
No, yeah. Because, like you doing now, or referencing to a certain where the believe it or not. For example, my experience at KMC, looking at payments will be brought to you. All right, I cannot even imagine waiting. Okay, at a very odd hour. No, my point is, at times, in my case, all right, I times to go through, all right, these payments to as a reality.
No, I haven't seen your point.
You haven't seen my point.
Your an act. Is that your argument?
Well, in reality, yes. Not that we ignore.
Is that your argument?
Not that we ignore.
Mr. Jane, not proper. And in doing so, you favor certain people. You don't ignore. There are no situations. It has catered for every eventuality, even in the case of emergencies, how you should act. In the case they are so urgent that you must provide explanation either before or after. You have no argument. Mr. Lankara Musmari was being enriched. You know what he said here?
I didn't follow.
Have you heard him say and stamp?
Not now.
Yes.
Outside too.
It's not a mere deficiency. It is intentional. You could not have known that he doesn't have the capacity, and he cost you more. Companies or businesses who have these machineries.
At times you have to forgive me for repeating myself.
Don't worry.
This is in the case of, that's what I said, this is a man who has been working with council for almost 2 decades or more. And not only been given contract by NRA, I heard him saying, all right, there were reports that when you were dealing with the Brikama Council, Lanswara was one of the suppliers.
No, doesn't make it right.
No,
the idea that other institutions will give Lankara Musware.
No, I just want to, during my time, I spent almost 1 year, I don't know, about 6 months in office. In a very unfavorable circumstances.
Like what? Janet, tell us the unfavorable circumstances.
No, I came as a
yes.
Or that story is known to in public administration. Even your principles or
authority.
Or authority or what. Management.
What were your stops? What were your problems? What were your challenges?
Within the management, everywhere. I'm talking about the public institutions.
But tell us. We cannot assume. We don't want them to assume.
No, certain things you can. I would not say you perceive.
Not only you, there will be people who will come and they will also answer questions regarding all these things that are happening. But as CEO, you are also
Let's continue.
At your own request, Mr. Jani.
Yeah.
We continue at your own request.
Thank you.
Then,
yeah.
And I again commend you for that.
Yes.
Mr. Jani, I was reading let me now move to section 74. the composition of the contracts committee. A contracts committee shall be staffed. We expect that you are any head of the procurement organization have informed decision information about general procurement.
I agree.
We also have a procurement unit. We expect that the head of the procurement unit or head of the accounting unit, or where there is no designated accounting officer or his or her representative, shall chair the contracts committee, at least 3 members, and shall include accounts officer or any budget professional, a secretary who shall be the head of 5. The list of the contracts committee members shall be shared with the authority, including alternates. 75. The functions of a contracts committee shall include A. B. Approval of the invitation to bid and the bidding documents. Approval of the use of single source procurement in accordance with the regulations. That's why I said earlier, even comparing and evaluating the bids and selecting the winning bids. F. Submitting the of the procurement organization concerned or other official designated in the regulations. And H, the considering applications for the variations. And for most of the procurement we have seen, KMC have not been. So whosoever thinks that you are following procurement, that person must have been reading from a different area council. You flattered the rules. Do you agree with that?
I agree. Even a single rule is flouted. Number of rules.
Thank you.
In any case, you see, like I said, these guides are there to help us difference. And this is a reality.
No,
This is a reality with my experience.
Yes.
All right? You have policies, 1001 policies. You visit some offices, you have piles of whatever.
True. That doesn't make.
If I'm to be in a certain position, I accepted yesterday, I will not accept it today. I will not accept it. A cake. I mean, they are outdated. Some of the guys, no, I'm not talking about the financial whatever, but these are realities. Can I give you one case in point?
Yes. What you have to say?
Public policy. For example, before, the maternity leave used to be six weeks.
Yes.
3 weeks before the leave. All right. Based on the recommendation of a medical
Yes.
This is in books. Now that they have changed to 6 months.
Yes.
3 months before, 3 months. Expected baby.
Yes, absolutely.
But in reality, is this happening? All right, and the chances. How well?
Let me ask one question.
Can I give another example?
Go ahead, sir.
The constitution of this country says, yes, it's the desire of the state. That's the document. Yeah. Every sitting government has that desire, has that responsibility, and also want to execute that responsibility. Yes. But that is, well, it has not been followed.
Yes.
Because of the prevailing circumstances. You go to some communities, there are Gambians like those in other areas.
Let me help you.
Huh?
Yeah.
What they are enjoying and what others are. Huh?
Yes.
I'm just trying to. Can I?
Just
okay.
And the injustices. We understand that, and we all live. And the injustices, right? But what we are talking about here is responsibility and how responsibility is to the financial manual when it comes to expenditure. Everything is tailored down. Are no hypotheses. They are realistic situations. All right? And revenue to be able to be guided. Excuse or to say there are exigent. I don't think so. I don't honestly think so. Because if you have to have, or you have with what the laws are saying, and you will have to do what you want to do. And let us proceed.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you very much, Chair. Janet.
Yes, the council.
We will move with the next vouchers, but just to comparison. So the right to education or certain rights are classified as achievable. It's clearly outlined the rights that may not be achieved, and the interpretations as well are probably is required of you in the regulations, be either the financial manual, an accounting manual for local government, area councils.
You see, I this I couldn't have it. It's not a question. You even read about some portions where the contract committee members or the expertise in procurement and so forth in an institution, technocrats. That in the
Procurement Act and Regulation also provides for capacity building. And hence their technical laws are supposed to be progressive, but unless you become specific, your problem will never be solved. The idea is that you have the powers to do, enhance capacity. If you are to apply for the experience, is that not the case?
yes.
If you are to work at the procurement unit, you must have certain qualifications. Baseline, the minimum requirement, and then we build it from there, moving upwards. So also just point out where you think you have caused council to spend public funds against the dictates of the relevant laws. You cannot point that out. Is that not the case?
Yes,
So,
I agree.
Yes, that's the issue. So for all we've seen the passion and the energy, but you have to point out, for instance, this situation, I had spent or authorized expenditure act. That will help your argument.
You see, the capacity building you talk of, if you all right, during time, the capacity building provided for staff compared to the previous.
Jana, do you have your other voucher here?
Yes.
Yes, please.
PV number 22.
Yes.
5.
What is that payment about?
Being construction of soccer waste at Serekunda Sandika Market as per request.
How was used?
RFQ?
Request for quotation. Do you have 3 quotations sent?
Lansware, order from
form.
Also the stapling is not.
What is the form
is not clear.
number?
And the
Form number.
I beg your pardon?
The form number.
What do you mean the form number?
You know, request will be sent.
Sent, okay.
And the form has a number.
One? Only one?
Only one from?
Sent to Lansware?
Only one sent to Lansware.
Lansware.
The other two?
No, I
So-
say only one.
So the requirements for
I agree
please,
in that
please-
respect.
Yes, please move to the next one.
The voucher number
Yes, go ahead, sir.
PV22 for the clearing of illegal dumps at Bakau Farokono.
Going back to the previous voucher, does Mr. Lankar
Not to my knowledge. But I don't even have a person inquired his, ability or potential. Told me.
Do you know whether he has trucks?
No, I can't.
He doesn't have a chauffeur loader. He doesn't have trucks. He doesn't sell building materials, paints, you name it. Just bulldozers. He has given contracts to even hire bulldozers. You know what he has? Like I will repeat. Would that not be more expensive for council? Contracts to someone else. Is that not more expensive?
In some way, competitive environment, if a competitive environment is created, that's more advantageous in any way. Created, wherein like not all services are rendered to Lansware. Quality service, lower price.
So, for instance, for the hiring of a shovel loader, he goes and contracts someone else. Would it be more financially advantageous to?
The answer is in twofold: yes or no. Yes, in the sense, yes, if
And
all right,
who wins?
of course, he'll get his little profit. The one who is subcontracted will also get his little token. But then, at the negotiation level, that was the livelihood is, and again, I'm not saying that's what
That's not
what's
in
happened,
fact possible.
but then
Just to be, you have been honest throughout. I must give you that. But we have to really, where it is very clear, we just have subcontracting. It's much more expensive. It's just general knowledge. The person you're giving the contract, is that profit, that financial cost, you can deal directly with the people that have these technical capabilities. And they bring their quotations, win the award. So you achieve market value. Is that not the case? It costs more.
yes.
Yes, it costs more to standard financial. And section 20 says general provisions on.
You see, in anything there are various possibilities.
Okay, that's fine. We move on. We move on.
Yes.
We have been hard by the commissioners about these situations. Says the procurement principles, page 25, the Act is 2022. The economy and efficiency in procurement to achieve value for money. By encouraging participation in procurement proceedings, regardless of nationality. C, promote transparency in following the Gambia public procurement rules and regulations. And D, an equitable treatment of all economic operators to promote the integrity of and fairness and implement segregation of duties in all procurement process. Now, any procurement procedure or regulation that is in conflict with these principles shall be declared null and void. And others, I will be asking you the question that these procurements were very unlawful.
I agree.
Allow me to bring it out. Okay. So go to the next one. So the one you have duly authorized, the award that we dealt with earlier.
This one's PV number 22-11, drains clearing and removing debris from the
How much was he paid?
36.
And how long did this process last? Do you know?
The thing there's any portion here
it's not
specify it.
And what
RFQ, it's all this RFQ.
is it proper? Did it follow the guidelines, the rules and regulations? Move to the next one. The PV number, the amount paid to Lankara Moswari.
$85,000.
What was it for?
Bridge.
The method used?
RFQ? No.
Is that, do you agree that that payment is unlawful?
Agree. PV22 tax, $50,000.
What is the payment for?
Hiring of tree for the clearing of dump of old Joshua Bakau.
The method used, the procurement method.
RFQ, three quotations.
Where the request, the three requests sent. Was the process followed?
No, as per the document here.
And you agree the
Indeed.
authorization for the payment? The PV number? The amount paid to Lankara Moswari?
$75,000.
Method of payment?
RFQ?
Where the next was unlawful, you agree?
Yes.
You move to the next one, sir.
$343.
The amount?
$65,000.
The
removal of fallen baobab tree at Bakau Upper Basic.
The method of procurement?
RFQ?
Where the necessary three quotations sent and received? Do you agree that payment is also unlawful? Move to the next one, sir.
PV 220749.
The amount?
It said 23 days hiring of scaffolding, and cutting and filling. I think there is something wrong with the description. Of scaffolding instead of 4 days.
Instead of?
I think it should have been 4 days, but then you can allow me yesterday in the payment, but it's 4 days is indicated.
So later, he will photocopy that voucher with the permission of the commission. Honorable Chairperson, may the witness be allowed to?
Is it in relation to? Is it admitted documents? The available a copy for him to go and do the verification as he has requested.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. One is, in your office, as the do your office have these manuals or this
Commission.
Where does this manuals, Investment Act, the Local Government Finance and Audit Act, when the need arises? Let's say it's a financial transaction.
Got some of these things at my disposal when I think the director engaged him and he provided this, but not in hard copy, but in soft
office for references.
Of course, yes, I agree.
Okay. The second one that I have.
Norman?
Now, if you are to trace, where would you go to?
Account?
And do you think account has one document?
I think I made that if I'm granted time, I'll do that. As I was also interested, which account clerk in particular, or all right, and this could not be established. The simple fact that unfortunately no signature, easily trace whose signature it is. But then what they have simply told me was, and in some cases there was backlog of payment, so these were manually generated. And I wait for your consumption.
Finally, can I leave you with one quotation which I think will be helpful? It is always good, juniors, it is always good to believe your juniors, but you have to confirm.
Whatever, but on a particular payment, I notice it here. Like I told you, the payments are released, all right, approval is given at the level of the account office. If they don't have any other ways of correcting that, a simple way of just putting it in the. So, but then I came with those two about they generated these payments. So at that point, well, I
be of good help, because it will check, you will check the authenticity of the this guy followed the due process. That's what this quotation.
I quite agree with you, Commissioner. What I'm saying, to get so all the nitty-gritties as far as mission properly.
To stop council, it is time. We'll come back after lunch break. We
Kindly take your seat. So witness to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jane.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you.
Council, we may proceed.
With the remaining vouchers.
Thank you. Voucher number PV22 0000334.
Description, the reason for the payment.
25 meters for the new generators to be used in water from residents, compounds, and houses.
What method was followed? And how many bidders do you have sent this
To
request?
one bidder.
Is it correct to say that the requirements for also an unlawful authorization of payment? Correct?
Yes. Voucher number PV22 09 183,307.
What was the payment for?
And for drain clearance from Churchillstown, main highway to and Swedish Council towards Farakono Channel.
What
Q
were the requirements followed? The three
is attached to the document.
that payment as well. It is correct to say it didn't follow due process.
PV22
Lankara Muswara,
yes, Lankaram
how much?
$14,350.
Reason?
Painting materials and cleaning and clearing for the KMC Town Hall.
What is the method of where do you have the three quotations sent?
No, only one is attached.
Unlawful as well.
Yes.
Next one.
$4,000.
What was the payment for?
Being payment for hiring of a shovel loader.
For that particular transaction or procurement.
Yes.
You have three procedure used. Was not in line with procurement.
Yes.
And the payment was therefore also. Please move to the next one.
PV 224812.
Is that payment duly authorized?
145,500.
Paid to Lankara Muswara.
Yes.
But what was that payment for?
Materials for the beautification of KMC Annex Office.
The method of procurement.
RFQ.
Do you have the contractors?
No, only one is attached.
Would that it is correct to say 300?
42,000.
And what was the payment for to Lankara Muswara?
Cost of landscaping and 75 park.
What method was used for that contract award to Lankara Muswara? Were the requirements for RFQ met? Like you have the 3.
Yes?
Is that the last one?
Yes, that last one.
That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can put that aside and then enterprise. You have those ones?
No, they are not with me.
Enterprise.
So we have about 3 PV number. I don't know which one will I, or could I quote only one?
They are? And what are
This
these?
one is 2 on the question yesterday. 882.
Yes.
Dash
Yes.
6633
Yes.
000866.
Right.
326,000. 26,500.
The date?
The
Date of the
16th March 2021.
what was that payment for?
Construction of Talining Jilfit Kunda Market.
So he was awarded a contract at the Gilifiti market.
And Dr. Keita.
Yes.
It's happened that authority.
Yes. So for the
Because
ones,
this is during her time.
so for the ones you have effected, you can highlight that. You can say, for instance, this particular payment, I was not the substantive CEO.
No, I was not.
But you effected this payment.
Yes.
Now, how many of the contracts? There was a time.
When I saw him on the screen,
Yes.
but I heard of the name.
How about the works done at the Ladakura Sabiji market?
The work done?
At the La Canteens?
Yes, but
Was
this
this your
was
time? Go ahead.
the 3 parties. You have the market standing committee of
Yes.
of council.
Yes. La Haiba Kujabi trained as Scope Enterprise. How was he given this contract?
Indicated that the planning department of council and market management as well
Yes.
as market committee.
That cannot happen. That's number one. Because these are council's funds. Is that not the case?
That the various vendors,
Yes.
all right, made a request. But prior to that, council attempted, but was not on the ground. That was not my time.
Yes.
Some the existing makeshift canteens were demolished.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Then when the market was to get back canteens there.
Yes.
So, but there was an empty get into arrangement with one POT.
Yes.
But the process took, so it could not materialize.
2 years.
So,
Yes.
so finished profile could not get any. So from the from the vendors we are mounting,
Yes.
all right, some were especially those who profile upon the demand of the, all right. So they are council fine. If this council has got the financial muscle to bill as promised, well, council by market committee, I think I have the resolution. So there it will
Do you have it here with you?
But I believe so.
Okay.
All right. So and when it was discussed, so it was agreed that these 3 parties I mentioned, the market standing will work this thing out with the vendors.
Is that in the that
the
three stakeholders would
should assist the market management if I
market management
can
in
get
doing
yes.
what?
Yes, but it's clearly indicated in which I can read it out.
Do you have the maybe please. We apply to tender the 31st of January 2022 from the Chairman Markets Committee, addressed to the Lord Mayor. Copied is the CEO with the subject update.
January 2022. It emanated from the address to the Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Lord. It's copied twice to R001/01/20. Following the General Council meeting of Monday, 31st of January 2022, the following resolutions were passed. The second memo is dated the 28th of January 2020, and it is copied to the CEO and the subject is update stroke recommendations. This is KMC/009.
As a commission, please. Mr. Jani, please refer us to appoint a contractor of their choice. What did you say, please?
I said
you
I
can correct.
I cannot read.
What did you say?
Something different.
Or the market management?
No, the Department of Planning.
Yes.
Should work with the.
Exactly.
Yes.
Please refer us to the resolution.
The Council, through the Department of Planning and Development.
Please refer us to the page.
The second page
of
point.
Okay, please go ahead.
Are you there?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. The Council, through the Department of Planning, a supplier who will work with the vendors to provide the canteens at their own cost.
At their own cost?
Yes, at their own.
They should pre-finance.
No, I use the owners to provide the cost of the construction.
Of the construction?
Yes.
But so it is not a matter of pre-financing?
I don't know how to execute whatever exercise to be done. To carry out whatever exercise needs to be done. It's not council putting money forward. It's the interested country. I mean to understand. Yeah, planning.
Planning
for the vendors.
For the vendors. How much?
Well, to be candid, this was not disclosed to me. Prior to that, the then acting director of finance with planning, I think he has deeper understanding in this. Vendors identified, so that we know who are these vendors or whatever eligible. Two, I was also made to understand, which of course an attendance for me, I cannot remember, that planning and market standing, this issue of payment was discussed. All right, so there it was agreed to be made directly to council, especially on the side of the finance director. That's what he told me. The canteen owners, all right, so they should deal with the contractor directly.
Mr. Study of the market. Is it KMC?
Yes, KMC.
Within the market premises?
Pardon?
Is there any interest within the market premises?
Of course, yes. It's the sole responsibility of council.
And then, even if it has been sponsored by a third party or someone else, should that not...
Planning department is the sole unit responsible for monitoring and supervision council activity.
One canteen, what they were charging was $48,010. Do you know how they arrived at that figure?
Pardon? No, like I said, I was not privy to the minutes of that meeting. Neither did I develop a prototype.
Yes, yes, we have seen that yes, very, very clear. Now, I just want us to finances of the monies that were spent. Or canteen owner was $1,250 or thereabout every month. Correct? Do you know that?
The rental fee, in fact I've not, I started something that I've not finished, which of course I supported, but then the document was not prepared then.
Yes, yes.
That the council should enter into an agreement or when it comes to payment of whatever rentage that's going to be proposed.
Let me just $48,010.
Yes, that I was told, but I've not seen that record anywhere.
You have not seen that report?
Record anywhere, because going by these minutes, I've just...
Okay, so it has been put forward in evidence by both Lahaya Bakujabe for Scope Enterprise and by the committee, in charge, the vendors committee.
So in that case, then this is the
4th October 2024, the first paragraph, the last sentence says, I am aware that KMC financed the construction of 10 Plus Sabiji Market at a cost of $48,100. You want me to give it to you to confirm?
No, it's all right. It's all right.
All right. Now, Lyman Jame is the chairman of the Markets Committee. My point is, each individual was warned Do you know about this? That is a normal market fees they are supposed to pay every month.
Yes.
This you know, or you just know?
No,
right
no,
now?
that's the saying. All right. The document was prepared but was not finalized.
Yes.
This was a suggestion.
Yes. Now, 1,250 canteens, and you rent it out. For every month, you are receiving per canteen 1,250.
Yes.
Now, because it is council is now losing $1,000 technically every month from all the vendors. That the amount spent by the vendors have been recovered.
Yes.
So council's finances, you can't exclude that from this stanza.
No, I've seen the logic.
Yeah, so you cannot look at it on face value and say. So it is not our business. So therefore, let them decide who they will contract. Generally, I'm not saying you, Mr. Jani. I'm going by the resolution. It's council itself. You are the CEO paying the amount they were supposed to pay. They're paying far less than they were supposed to pay every month. Is that not the case?
Based on your explanation, people give different interpretations.
No, you can have a different interpretation.
Yeah, yeah.
But if they were to pay 1,250, and because they 1,000 is waived, it was supposed to come back to council's coffers. It's not coming back to council's coffers. You get that point. What it will cost for every individual, if they are paying $1,000, 8,000 times 96 vendors, minimum number they have given us. But we'll come down to that. For 4 years. 4,600,000 made from vendors. So you cannot say it is a business entity.
Also, where I said, where you said the council will lose almost 4 million in the course of 4 years.
Let me repeat back again.
Okay.
The would have to pay for their canteen.
Yes.
And the amount they were paying per canteen.
Yes.
We know Lahaiba said he had constructed more than 110 canteens or thereabout. Mudu Njai said no, it's about 96 canteens. Standard until we verify the number.
Okay.
To be on the safe side. So if we were to go by that, it means council will construct the canteens and per month times 48. That's $60,000. Do you see?
Yes.
Is that not the case? We can do the calculation together.
No.
250, if that's what they were supposed to pay for 4 years, it would be 60,000. So it for 48,000, $10. If you minus 48,000, $10. It means there is 11,000 from every vendor. You times that by 96, 151,000, $40. That's the losses in profit. But now the other issue where you had spent, council had spent $4 million in the actual physical cash upfront is when council passed a resolution to say and then they're going to pay less.
I'm a bit lost, council.
You are?
I'm a bit lost.
You are a bit lost?
Yes.
Okay. Danny,
Yes.
maybe if you do it with a Q&A, maybe you'll understand better. How much that was what they were supposed to pay?
Yes.
Now, who built
The country.
the vendors?
Yeah, the vendors.
Built their canteens.
Yeah.
48,000, $10
$10. Okay.
per canteen. Do you get that?
Okay.
If you times that, 48,000 by,
Is it?
oh,
No. I'm sorry.
48.
Let's see. Huh?
Yes, yes, by 96.
$40,000, $10 by 96.
Yes,
Will give.
that is how much the vendors spent altogether, 96 of them, these canteens,
Yes.
right? Okay. And then, if they were to pay 1,250 every month, one vendor, 1,250 for 4 years. It's 4 years because the agreement with the vendors is that they will receive.
Yes, meaning they'll pay in 1,250.
Yes.
But the only 250 will go to council.
How much? That's $60,000.
So 250 by 12 by 4.
So just for a start, one vendor, if you were to charge him 1,250, you are getting $60,000. One
$10.
well, yes, please.
Now I've seen the logic.
You've seen the logic.
Yes, can I say something?
No. Now you have seen the logic. So going by that one vendor, one canteen, there is a loss of yes.
Yeah.
That's one. So just to tell you how really agreement was. But let's put that aside. Now I am saying if you have now 96 vendors, $10, that is 4,606,000.
Yes.
You get my point?
Yes.
Now, if those 98,000, 96 canteens were paid 1,250, but now they are paying $250. Their own canteen, they are paying $250, correct?
Yes.
Instead of 1,250. So there's $1,000 outstanding. Correct? Do you agree?
Yes.
It's 48,000. By 96, still back to what you have invested. So why would you not take part in the procurement?
Well, I definitely, I would say, all right, these were not those things should have been put into consideration. All right, at that material time, all right, like you said, if council will realize more instead of what happened now.
To your budget, just to, you have
20 should be part of 2021 budget. It's 2022.
It's 2022. Please, quickly.
28th January 2022. When the
Now, what was your budget in 2021? Can you tell us?
Sorry, I don't have the budget with me.
You don't
I
have
cannot
the
remember.
budget?
Yes, I cannot remember.
Okay. We'll call you back and we'll take you through, because let me just give you an example.
No, the income, total income,
Yes.
and expenditure for
Yes.
2021, 2022.
20,
I
yes.
have 2022.
Okay, so let's have that.
Yes, I think,
Because I was going to refer to you to show you some things. Let us have those ones. Let us have it all admitted, then we can go through.
2021,
Yes.
2020, unfortunately, I don't have the 2022.
Okay. Which one are those ones?
Document that I should submit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Income and 2021 for Cardiff Municipal Council as provided by the witness.
That is mine. Both income and expenditure.
Is it total income and total expenditure?
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
check it.
So like for 22,812,979.
Okay.
Okay, let's admit this first. The Cardiff Municipal Council income and expenditure for the period ended 31st December. An expenditure statement of 2021. These two as exhibit together, and they are marked as LGC/KJ/KMC.
Thank you. Now, is there anything in any law that procurement? I mean, it's the political body of council. Me that when it comes to procurement, the laws are very much clear as to who can conduct procurement for the area council, and that is the mainly with the CEO. Correct?
Yes.
Checks and balances by the general council. But for them to
Can you I don't know what.
So who CEO sits at the level of the contracts committee, correct?
Yes.
And CEO implements in accordance with the laws.
Yes.
So that the general council does not have procurement powers. If they want to procure a laptop and they sit over it at council and they decide they need laptop, they still have to pass it, or they are in compliance with the law for the attainment of such a
to clarify
what I'm
the
trying
point where you say involved in procurement
If
in relation.
council is to give a resolution to instruct in this case the market manager and the planning department or whosoever, without involving the CEO to oversee the procurement.
Yes, but
Do you agree with that?
I agree. It's part of council. The market management.
Do they have procurement powers?
No, they don't. Yes. All right. The standing committee
Yes.
of the market.
Yes.
Deals with day to day with the vendors on the ground.
Yes.
So if vendors have expressed their interest at that time, I would say many people are so blind with certain things. So the interest.
Manner.
I didn't dispute that.
That is the only thing.
I didn't
That is the only issue we have interest in, not the intention. Know why they have done this. For instance, you may argue very well. We have to help them, and we help them, and you may convince so many people. But if you will also, one can argue as well. That is why you flouted the rules. You used the discretion of the. Do you see that? Because Modun Jai was the one collecting the money in cash. And he collected more than $3 million. And allegedly paid it to Lahaiba. They said this canteen's cost is far less than that. We have no idea.
Can I come in there?
Yes.
To collect. Still, I'm trying to find out where that decision comes from, though I'm receiving conflicting information. You know, I said it here, when they had that meeting, all right, so as it should. But because the money is coming from some from other quarters, said no, this money is coming directly from the vendors, so vendor directly to the supplier.
Now let's move to the other. It's clear?
Council, let me just remind the question whether Mr. Modunjai was instructed. He said he cannot recall, and he did not know because he couldn't be paid by the vendors through cash in his office at the market. Resolution allowing Modunjai to receive cash from vendors for a contained in the financial rules, in the financial manual with respect to collecting tax money from. Thank you. Now, Council, you may proceed.
But then, can I say this?
Yes.
And agree with him to say there is no resolution that indicated that Modunjai should collect money, yes? All right? But then, I think these two parties opportunity to come here. All right, the councillor was here. Whether you had the opportunity to come.
No. You
but
see, Mr. Jani, hold on. I just came, and somebody else came. I just intervened to let you know. Maybe perhaps You sits in council and who is aware of some of these resolutions that have been passed.
Were there some canteens that were financed by council?
Yes.
How many?
10. Council will be 10 canteens monthly. But because of the council's poor financial time period targeted for this to take off, it did not, because there was no two installment payments.
Then how did you pay? Who did you contract? And so that was procurement laws followed? Were procurement?
Since I think that is also part of the whole. These three committees we are meeting. I'm sure they had series of meetings. It's unfortunate I was not. I did not.
Paying contractors with.
No, I totally agree with you.
Yeah. So
it's just the lay hand on any sense of payment. Though I've been pushing all, I'm not. Even this morning, mistakenly a different payment was. If you can't give me time, I'll make follow-up.
Yes, we asked you to be given time. But whilst you were CEO, how you were the CEO?
This is what I'm. Was paid at $48,000 and $10. Just like other, because
mode of payment, bank or cash?
No, it was bank transfer.
The details.
Yes, I will do so.
Right. And would you be able to Lahaiba Kujabi trading a scope trading or enterprise? To him. As at the time you were acting CEO.
Yes, I did. Those vouchers are here.
Give us a list of all the payments made as at the time you were CEO to.
Mr. Jani, going by the income. You had your expenditure, based on what you have given us, cost totaled to 166 million, 166 million. If you add this 166 million, 154, and 323, a statement that council did not have money, the income and expenditure for the period ending 31st December 2020, and it goes over to 2021. So where is the
activity?
Yes. January 2022.
2022. What you were reading, it's 2020, 2020. The budget for 2021.
Yes.
Okay. Good 10 million. I cannot.
Even your budget, even your budget.
Which were carried forward from 2020.
Listen, you saying that you did not have money. Income and expenditure statements. Now we will give you time to bring us your yes.
So I will bring. No, I mean that we are the ones requested. That's why I did yes.
And 2023.
And 2020.
The income and expenditure statement for 22 and 3.
Income and expenditure statement for
As at the time you served as CEO, which of the accounts was your car park fees being paid into? Council, you may proceed.
car park. I'm done.
Yes, thank you. That's the exhibit, the vouchers you have with you in relation to Scope Enterprise. The first one.
Can I repeat it? Because the one.
Okay, please. For Scope Enterprise.
PV23.
Yes.
That's 1st January.
Yes.
2023.
Okay. And the amount? And the scope, the definition? The reason for payment? Right, scope.
Scope. Yes. The one,
those were for Lankaramo. Can you, can the register, Mr. Kamara,
mistakenly.
please get the ones for Lankaramo Sware.
For scope, PV payment at 3 different PV numbers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The amount?
Okay. Let me finish.
Proceed.
The second PV number is 12-6633 866.
Yes, sir.
And the amount is 3,500.
Reason for payment?
Kunda market.
What is the procurement method? Supplier, contractor?
Yes, that's what I'm checking.
Two.
Sorry.
But is that the one you had?
Yes, I think. Scope Enterprise. The second, Eco Farm. The third is Shahjuf Enterprise.
You have 4 mono ones.
Yeah, those three, just reading the quotations. Only one is attached.
Only one. Yes. Only one request was sent.
Yes.
Good. And the minimum by the council before you were CEO? Is this the one?
Yes, there was no contract. I was made on.
Award for the Jilifity market was awarded by Senator Martin before you. Those ones for now. We will suspend those ones for now. May we please have. You've made payments to Kan Mustafa Kani. That's one. Payment were made to Kan Mustafa Kani. That's Kanjura. You know Kanjura?
Yes.
Every council's overdue debts as per request attached. Amount is $10,000. Now I will show it to you. You approve the payment. One is a refund for cost of maintenance of vehicle as per attached.
Yes.
You authorize payment?
Yes, this payment was effected.
Which one are
The
we talking
10,000.
about?
The 10,000.
What is the PV number?
Honorary. 4th December 2021.
Yes.
And the amount was 10,000. According to
The name, please?
Sirif Njai,
Yes.
Kanjura was rendering some
Yes.
a certain percentage. So, well, that one I can, because I think I will take the trouble to get evidence of it.
That's fine.
All right.
Proceed.
So, because I knew, but I have no evidence, Kanjura was involved in debt recovery. He was at times going with these people, at times everything.
In most
He's an
things.
individual.
Is it most you prefer?
In most cases, well,
I can deal with that. Let's proceed.
okay, good. So I think the director or the managing director, what Mr. Kanyi, because of his closeness or whatever with Kanyi, so he. No, what I'm saying, if he was doing that, like if he made an arrangement with council, that's what he said. And fine. Did you do calculation? He said, yeah. He said, what the remuneration go? If that's the case, then write to that effect.
And he wrote.
Well, then well,
The answer is no.
anyway, this is.
What you pay? Are you scared of Kanjura Kani?
Pardon?
Are you scared of Mr. Kanjura Kani?
No, that's not
Who?
to say so. It's not Mr. Kanyi.
It is who?
It's Sirif.
Your subordinate. You oversee sheriff's work.
Yes.
You
I agree.
are to make sure you know that they have anything. Read the letter that sheriff wrote.
Kanyi was temporarily assigned to support the rates recovery unit to follow up as he be paid to him as a form of appreciation.
Kanjura Kani had done so much to recover money, and now I think it's much more. That's the language. Is that how you sanction payment?
No.
Very unlawful payment.
He indicated that Kanjura Kanyi, Mustafa Kanyi was engaged in that recovery.
Now I ask you another question. Were you in the position to analyze the record rate that Sheriff is trying to claim that Kanjura Kani had?
Yeah. I could remember Sheriff was asked to catalog the
letter. You read the letter, and the base for the honorarium, you were given the impression that the revenue was maximum. That was not true. You were not presented with any evidence of that nature. Is that not the case?
Yeah. 6 June 2022. The funds for cost of maintenance of vehicles as per it. When I received this,
Not minutes later.
no. See, that's what will inform my decision. I cannot, when the records come to staff, okay. All right. Since Kanjura was directly, then acting director of services, I minuted. This stability breakdown and subsequent written report.
Was that done?
The The written report was not given. All right, so you can see it has gone to...
Or the second, by way of clarity, before you arrive at your decision, were they met?
You know, because...
For certain things to be provided. Were
yeah.
they provided? You asked for certain information that at the decision, at the just decision. Were they met?
They were not met, but the various...
Were not met?
No.
Okay, now what were the subsequent reasons?
Deputy Director of Services said himself. I don't know,
We are
statement is not very
confused.
clear. I mean, we pre-finance...
With what you were reading. Is that not the case?
This maintenance and who pre-finance it. That was the first minute. The second, establish the breakdown and subsequent maintenance of these. Unit 4. This from for the claim is that the official vehicle is off the road and he has been using his personal vehicle for official errands in which per request.
Do you know the detail? Please proceed.
When the director stated this, then I needed to finance for approval.
There was no time that Mr. Kanjura Kanyi or the director of service or whosoever requested for that refund, correct? That's a fact.
Yes.
But it was wrong.
Yes.
Right. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Unless there are questions for this.
Yes.
For Scope Enterprise? No, we said we will leave Scope
you
Enterprise.
said you reserved.
Yes.
Document that I should have submitted earlier.
Do we have time to get the documents here? No, I'm asking.
Let's admit the documents here.
How many documents do you have?
I think about 11.
About 11.
Some are in bond.
So just give us the ones in the bundle and the separate correspondence.
The witness can have those documents recorded with the honorable. Is that the case?
Then is it possible to bring back with them?
No, you will have to list with Mr. Camera.
Okay.
Itemize what you give him, and you sign against it.
Of each of the documents you are giving him, and you will sign off so that you remember exactly. Thank you for your understanding, Mr. Jani.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have another witness?
I can see my commissioners.
Yes,
my uncle is
I am
tired.
just informed by submitted document.
Just one document
Yes.
for claims of.
Was it just one document that he was requested to bring?
Sure, but the
Okay,
yes,
let him come
just
and
one,
we
yes.
find out. Thank you, Mr. Jani, once again.
Mr. Witness, for us to proceed.
Mr. Kanye.
Thank you, too.
Yes, you have something for us. Council, you may proceed.
Document for you.
Yes. May I please see it? What is this document about? 2019, 2020, and 2021.
Yes.
We applied to tender or businesses within KMC for the year 2019 as an exhibit.
The document is not on any letterhead.
I know I told you I couldn't get it because I'm no more. Let these things for me and give it to me. I did not, if the persons concerned, like i.e. sign the document which it was not on his time.
Yes.
At the time of the contract.
Yes.
And
Because this is coming from the records of the council.
yes.
So it's either you say that during this period, this is what you recovered, and you sign so that we know that this is what you have done.
Okay.
For this. We found in the system for and on your behalf.
Okay.
Right?
Do you want it in the same format for the present CEO to sign?
Indicating that
Okay.
this is whilst you were there.
It would be
this is-
easy for me to sign. I
Yes.
can sign.
Okay.
I had informed you about your suspension from work in your file, and which says the following: you are for Kololi, Honorable Peter Mendy. I am directed to suspend you from work. You are hereby advised to desist from such practices. Any?
As I've said, I cannot remember me being suspended
Yes,
for
yes.
2 weeks.
April 2019 from Kan Mustafa Kanyi to the director of Kan Mustafa Kanyi, name and signature. Please confirm this, the letter that was written to you. Do you recognize that response?
Yes, I recognize this one.
Okay, thank you. We apply to tender the response of from the witness Kan Mustafa Kanyi into evidence as an exhibit.
Mustafa Kanyi to the director of admin and it is copied to the ACEO, retired impress. It is signed by Kan Mustafa Kanye. The said memo is admitted.
As you come to please, the last, for the best of the day today, Mr. Kanye, can you please read your for unretired impress? Please speak into the microphone. Start.
Thank you for writing rudely to me without writing to giving chance to explain themselves. Whoever directly know his term of reference came to council through a process. Bid is not a problem for me, both for you, two greedy lots. You are all cowards, and I hope to remind you
So your letter says, thank you for writing rudely. Whoever directed you to suspend me is rude and stupid and does not know his see me exit. The salary bid is not a problem for me, both of you two greedy lots who don't have letter as toilet paper. As a law student, you should know better and go by procedure as you always preach. Can not stand.
it doesn't.
The attempt to suspend you was never material.
Just tell them what I think they should will be the process, but it's not one man to stand there because he liked me or for whatever reason suspend me without you.
Find out from council where
Yes, this is where all the documents was asked to produce, but we will verify and we will.
We are dealing with, and we will verify whether we had asked for more documents than what you have submitted. So please.